ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delit Sahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. First, let us catch up with the major headlines. President Isaias Afwerki laid a wreath at Toilet Ministry, Martyrs Cemetery. Official commemoration of Operation Fenkil. Putin and Xi rejects U.S. interference. Colombian National Liberation Army extends ceasefire for 6 months. On our local news, President Isaias Afwerki laid a wreath at the Toilet Martyrs Cemetery in Massawa in morning hours today in connection with 34th anniversary commemoration of Fenkil operation. On the occasion, ministers, senior government and PFDJ officials, regional administrators, army commanders, and invited guests were present. The 34th Fenkil commemoration is being conducted from February 9th until February 11th under the theme Fenkil Tunes of Liberation, accompanied by various programs showcasing the anniversary. The official ceremony marking the 34th anniversary of Operation Fenkil was conducted today, 10 February, with great enthusiasm under the theme Fenkil Tunes of Liberation. In attendance, the ceremony was President Isaias Afwerki, Minister Government and PFDJ officials, army commanders, and number of nationals. Ms. Asmeret Abraha, the governor of the Northern Red Sea region, stated that the commemoration of Fenkil operation is a solemn occasion where the Eritrean people honor and significant sacrifices made for national independence and the defense of the national sovereignty. She emphasized the importance of the external conspiracies aimed at derailing the country's development progress. Ms. Zainab Omar, chairperson of the Holiday Coordinating Committee in the Northern Red Sea region, praised those who contributed in the colorful commemoration of the event. The 34th anniversary commemoration of Operation Fenkil features a variety of activities including sports competitions, general knowledge competitions, educational seminars, and exhibitions showcasing photographs and sculptures. Additionally, events aim to foster community gathering that will enhance the overall commemorative experience. The National Confederation of Eritrean Workers convened for its 5th Regular Central Committee meeting at the 4th Regular Meeting of the Central Committee of the Federation on 6th and 8th of February, respectively. During these meetings, the Activity Report 2023 was reviewed and a plan for action for 2024 were presented. Mr. Kabrab Kidane, the Deputy General Secretary of the Confederation, highlighted the commendable activities undertaken in 2023 through the collective efforts of all branches of the Confederation along with cooperation of government and PFDJ institutions. He noted that implementation of the major programs aimed at enhancing the political awareness of members, engaging in national greening and soil and water conservation efforts, and providing capacity-building vocational trainings, among other initiatives. Mr. Kabrab also pointed out that Confederation's strong relations with International Labour Union and expressed a commitment to further strengthen these ties. The meeting featured extensive discussion on the enforcement of labor laws and expansion of ongoing training programs at the training centers and the monitoring of workplace health conditions for workers. Additionally, Mr. Kabrab called on members to intensify their effort in broadening and strengthening organizational contribution to the economic development of the Confederation, enhancing capacity, ensuring health workers at the place, and participating in soil and water conservation activities. Correspondingly, at the 4th meeting of the Central Committee of Federation, representatives from 5 federations presented their activity report of 2023 and outlined their plan for action for 2024. Dear viewers, we'll be back with the international news shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping both rejected that they called U.S. interference in the affair of other countries. Kremlin aide Yuri Shukov gave details on phone call conversation between the two presidents in briefing of the journalists, saying the two leaders had spoken of creating a multipolar, fairer world order in the face of the U.S.-led efforts to contain both Washington's biggest adversaries. China and Russia have grown closer in expanded trade ties in recent years as the United States and its allies impose sanctions against both countries, particularly Moscow after its war in Ukraine. Putin and Xi met twice last year as China-Russia trade hit $218.2 million during January and November, according to Chinese customs data, achieving a goal set by the two countries in 2019, a year ahead of the schedule. Russia, meanwhile, leapfrogged Saudi Arabia to become Chinese top crude oil supplier in 2023, Chinese data showed last month. Moscow and Beijing have increasingly carried out trade in rubles and yuan as the face of trade in the U.S. dollars. Putin and Xi stressed on their call that it was important to build financial infrastructure that ensures reliability of payments. On our last news. The Colombian government and the rebel National Liberation Army ELN on Tuesday agreed to extend their landmark truce for 180 days. The truce, called on bilateral national and temporary ceasefire, was previously extended by 1 week on January 30, 2024, while each side continued ongoing peace talks. In addition to the extension, the peace process is being financed by multiple donors. The renewal of ceasefire concluded in Cuba after the first round of negotiations took place in Venezuela and the second round in Mexico City. Colombia's High Commission for Peace said that the dialogues for peace between the government and ELN ended 5 agreements and 2 protocols. As part of the agreement, and the government agreed to fund the ceasefire in order to prevent ELN from continuing kidnapping, drug trafficking, and illegal mining of obtained funds. The truce forms part of the President Gustavo Petro's planned total peace with armed groups in the country. The ELN is currently Colombia's last 5 far-left guerrilla group. The first took armed against the Colombian state in 1964, making the conflict ongoing for almost 6 years. International Crisis Group has commended the 6-month bilateral ceasefire is successful and will mark the longest bilateral ceasefire ever concluded, the guerrilla group. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. President Isaias Afwerki led breath at Walet Martyrs Cemetery. Official commemoration of Operation Fenkil. Putin and Xi rejects U.S. interference. And Colombia and the National Liberation Army extends its ceasefire for 6 months. That is all our local and international news. Dear viewers, thanks for watching and have a good night.